Today, I want to share the fascinating story of a coin that at first glance might seem as ordinary as any other penny, but if you look a little closer, reveals layers of history, mystery, and sheer collectible allure. We're talking about the 1985 US. One penny, a coin that has quietly captivated the attention of seasoned collectors for decades. It might not have the flash of a rare gold piece, but its subtle errors and historical quirks make it a gem in the world of numismatics. When we think about pennies, most of us recall Abraham Lincoln's familiar profile and the timeless design that has graced our pockets for over a century. The 1985 penny continues that proud tradition. It features Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, a design originally crafted by Victor David Brenner, and on the reverse, you see the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of both the nation's heritage and the craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint. But the story of a 1985 penny isn't just about its design. It's about the moment in time when modern minting techniques began to yield unexpected surprises. Let's pause here for a moment and take a closer look at the coin. Close-up footage shows the crisp details of Lincoln's profile and the intricate lines of the Lincoln Memorial. Notice the fine details in Lincoln's hair and the inscription around the rim. These are the hallmarks of meticulous minting. However, hidden within these familiar lines, some of these coins exhibit a rare doubling effect in the lettering and relief. This doubling is not part of the intended design, but a minting error that in pristine condition can turn an everyday penny into a collector's dream. The origin story of this coin is rooted in a time when the U.S. Mint was transitioning its production methods. In the mid-1980s, improvements in coin striking technology were being implemented to boost efficiency and consistency. Yet, with any new process, there were teething problems. In 1985, a handful of pennies were struck with a double die error, a misalignment in the die that produced a second, ghostly image of the inscriptions and design details. For collectors who know their coins inside and out, spotting such a doubling is like discovering a hidden treasure. It speaks to the imperfections of a high-speed process and, ironically, is exactly what gives this coin its rare appeal. Now, while most 1985 pennies are common and will end up as part of everyday change, it's these error varieties that become the focus of serious collecting. In the world of coin collecting, condition is everything. A 1985 penny in circulated condition might be valued at only a few cents, but if you're lucky enough to find one that's been preserved in near mint or mint state, especially one with a clearly visible double die error, the value can skyrocket. In recent auctions, some of these error coins have commanded prices in the low thousands, a testament to their rarity and the passion of collectors who recognize their worth. Let's take another moment here to admire the coin's details up close. The camera zooms in on the doubled inscriptions and fine lines, highlighting the unique error. See how the doubling subtly enhances the design? It creates an almost ethereal quality, reminding us that even in mass production, uniqueness can still emerge. What makes the 1985 penny so intriguing isn't just the error itself, but the interplay between its historical context and modern-day collecting trends. Collectors often debate the impact of mint errors on value, and in the case of the 1985 penny, condition-based value variations are particularly striking. For example, a coin graded MS 65, a designation for coins that are almost flawless, can fetch a premium price if the doubling is crisp and the overall strike is exceptional. On the other hand, a coin with visible wear, even if it has the error, might only be of interest to error coin enthusiasts rather than serious investors. This dynamic creates a fascinating market where even small differences in condition can mean the difference between a coin that's a sentimental keepsake and one that's a bona fide investment. The market value of the 1985 penny, particularly its error varieties, has seen interesting trends over the years. There was a period when these coins were largely overlooked, dismissed as mere anomalies in the overwhelming production of pennies. However, as more collectors began to scrutinize every detail, the narrative started to change. Auction houses have reported several notable sales where error coins, preserved in pristine condition, have attracted competitive bids. While market values can fluctuate, The current trend shows a steady increase in demand among seasoned collectors who appreciate the blend of history, error, and rarity that this coin embodies. Along with the technical aspects, there are plenty of stories and myths that have grown around this humble coin. One tale that circulates in coin collecting circles is that a dedicated collector once discovered an error coin hidden in a long forgotten drawer, tucked away with other common pennies. When the coin was later authenticated and graded, its value turned out to be dramatically higher than anticipated, sparking a minor sensation in the community. There's even a bit of lore about how the coin's error might have been influenced by the intense political and economic climate of the mid-1980s, a period of rapid change and unexpected shifts, where even something as small as a misstruck penny could capture the imagination of a nation. For collectors, authenticity is paramount. With the 1985 penny, distinguishing between a genuine error coin and one that might have been altered or even artificially enhanced is a critical skill. Experts advise that any potential find should be compared against known examples and, when possible, verified by a reputable grading service. Look closely at the doubling pattern. Authentic errors will have a natural, organic quality to the doubling that is hard to replicate artificially. Additionally, paying attention to the coin's luster and the sharpness of its strike can provide clues about whether it's an error coin that has been well preserved since the moment of minting. Storage and handling are other important aspects when it comes to preserving the value of these coins. Since the 1985 penny is made of copper-plated zinc, it's relatively resilient. But even so, collectors need to ensure that they're stored in conditions that minimize exposure to moisture and handling. I always recommend using acid-free holders and keeping coins in a stable environment, ideally one where temperature and humidity are controlled. Such care not only protects the coin's physical condition, but also helps maintain its appeal for future collectors and auction houses alike. One common area of confusion among collectors is distinguishing the 1985 pennies' error varieties from similar coins or other misstruck pennies. For instance, some might mistake a common wear pattern on a circulated 1985 penny for an error or confuse it with a different mint year that has its own set of peculiarities. It's important to know that the 1985 variety stands out because of its unique die alignment issues. In comparison to, say, the famous double die pennies of the early 1980s, the 1985 error is more subtle. Its doubling doesn't shout for attention, it whispers, rewarding those who take the time to look carefully. The collecting community has also developed a set of practical tips for handling and investing in these coins. First and foremost, do your homework. Familiarize yourself with the standard characteristics of a genuine 1985 penny, know the common details, the expected wear patterns, and what an error should ideally look like. Engaging with fellow collectors and consulting reputable coin catalogs can provide a wealth of shared knowledge. Another tip is to always obtain a certificate of authenticity or a grading report if you're considering making a purchase from an auction or a dealer. This extra step can safeguard your investment and ensure that the coin you're buying is truly the rare piece it appears to be. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into one of the most intriguing coins in our collections. I encourage you to share your own stories or discoveries about the 1985 penny in the comments below. What unexpected treasures have you found in your collection? Keep your eyes sharp, your curiosity alive, and remember that every coin has a story waiting to be told.